Now, I've been asked a few times, Michael, what's it like to go to Walt Disney World for the opening day of a new land or a new attraction, and do you recommend it for me? Let me tell you, opening day of a new land at Walt Disney World is pretty hard to describe, so let me start this video of a few clips from opening day of Pandora World of Avatar to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. It's a Pandora kind of day. It's 4:50 in the morning. I hope to be one of the first in Animal Kingdom to get into Pandora this morning. Let's do it. It opens at 7 and it's 5, so it's 2 hours away. That's not that far away. Not many people here. 5:15. There aren't many people. There's like 3 people over there in front of me. Let's see how many people are actually in line in front of me. Let's take a look. Okay, I am definitely not within the first 100. There are, oh my goodness. I would say there's about 200 or 300 people in front of me, but still good. 5:25 in the morning, crowds are getting just a little bit thicker. People here.
So take your time, have your bags ready.
Time is now 6:22, 2 minutes after they let us in early. Look at the line behind me for Pandora. This is in front of me. Really, a lot of people here for opening day. Speed walking. Thank you. Okay, so the rest of the park is over there. They're not resort guests. They'll get in an hour and 35 minutes. The rest of us getting in early. 6:31 in the morning. Take a look at the line behind me. Hi guys. Everybody's trying to get into Pandora. First thing, opening day. 6:51. We're walking in.
Michael, okay.
Yes.
Keep going.
I'm going. I'm trying. I'm trying. Really glad I didn't bring my tripod today, the big one. We made it. That was intense. That was really intense. Hey, you made it ahead of me. I would bet I'm like 100th, maybe 150th in line, give or take. You can tell from those clips alone that it was a very intense day. There were a lot of people all over the place, really excited to experience Pandora World of Avatar for the first official day. Now you can find that entire opening day vlog right there at the I button if you want to check it out. It was a lot of fun. Now you know me pretty well. I love being able to see Walt Disney World, almost by myself. Very few crowds, kind of open feeling. It's just a totally different type of adventure, and if I had to choose, I would go by myself. So you might be asking, Michael, why do you keep going back to the opening of some of these parks if you like to have the park more to yourself? The answer is simple. When you walk into a land for the very first time on the official opening day, not only are there new things to experience and do, but there's this general feeling of excitement among everyone. You're there with a lot of people, absolutely, but there's this feeling about you and you're just like, oh my gosh, so glad to be here. I'm part of history. You can always say from that point forward, I was there on opening day. Being able to say you were there on opening day and getting the merchandise that goes with it is a great thing to have with you. You have those, bragging rights more or less, but it goes even further than that for me. When I talk about rides and attractions and different things to do, I do my very best not to spoil anything. I don't want you to be spoiled before you go on some of these attractions. An example is Flights of Passage at Pandora. I recommend it to everyone and anyone. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It is currently one of my favorite rides at Walt Disney World. It's a magical experience and I was able to try it without knowing too much about it. There were no real spoilers, and Disney was really good about this, so I was able to go, experience it, and really be surprised at what I saw. Besides trying out those new rides and being surprised at what you see and having some of those bragging rights and being able to tell your friends, hey, I was there on opening day, and some of that exclusive merchandise that goes along with opening day, are there any other reasons that I would recommend you go to the opening day of a new land or attraction at Walt Disney World? If you don't really care about those 3 factors, then I don't really recommend opening day. There's no real reason why you can't wait for a few more weeks to go by, the crowds thin out at least a little bit. Maybe even the 3rd or 4th day, they're just a little bit more cleared out. You're able to experience it, have fun, and then do other things at Walt Disney World. If you go on opening day, sometimes you have to stay in that land the entire day because it will close down because it filled to capacity. That's how many people we're talking about. Due to high demand, Pandora is accepting only a limited number of travelers. As you can see there, we're already filled to capacity here in Pandora just because it's so popular. There's no doubt about it. Opening day is a lot of fun, so what can we expect from the opening of Toy Story Land coming up in just a few weeks? Well, first and foremost, you can imagine I'm going to get to Hollywood Studios bright and early. I'm not sure how early. Maybe I'll get there at 6 in the morning or so. That might be a little bit too late, but somewhere in there I will get there super early and stand in line for hours. Just imagine, I'm going to be standing in line the whole time. And don't worry, I'm going to share it it with you in the vlog. Disney has learned a lot from a lot of different openings, and I have a feeling they're going to create a line of cast members where you're not allowed to cross them, and then they're going to walk very slowly so everyone takes their time and makes their way into a brand new land that will be open on June 30th, 2018. On opening day, you can expect lines for everything, and they're just going to go on forever. You can see them at the rides, they'll be at the dining locations, and even the restrooms. Look at the line to get into Wind Traders all the way back, and Pangu Pangu for those treats. I mean, all the way, hours and hours, probably 2 hours for Wind Traders, probably 1 hour for Pangu Pangu. Amazing lines. But even with those crowds and the lines, and maybe they'll run out of merchandise like they did for Pandora World of Avatar, it does happen. Sometimes it happens. I have a feeling that energy is going to be so intense, we're all going to be really excited to be there and happy to share it together, and I can't wait to share it all with you. So have you ever been to the opening of a new land or an attraction or maybe a brand new fireworks show that opened at Walt Disney World? Let me know in the comments below, and if you haven't, do you think it would be right for you in the future, or you think you're just going to wait a few weeks until the crowds settle down just a little bit? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time, have a magical day.